Guys and girls, it's know it time! Hey, let's get crack-lacking! It's know it time! Know it time!
So what I want to do next with you for logs part 2 is actually, what does a log graph look like? Okay. What does a log graph look like? We did polynomial graphs. We did exponent graphs. Now we're going to tackle log graphs. And by the way, this is your last type of graph you learned for Math 12. Because we've been learning a lot of curves already. Before I start with that, I need you to understand a few more symbols. This symbol is called pi. In grade 8, you were first introduced to pi, maybe elementary school. Your teacher actually memorized pi up to 2 decimal places, 3.14. But in real life, people remember up to more than 2 decimal places. This was actually on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question, kid you not. It was worth $50,000. What is the 8th decimal place of pi? And actually, that was a $50,000 question. So what is the 8th, without using your calculator? We're gonna play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right now. I'm gonna give you choices. Grab your cell phone out right now, and let's see. We'll vote on what do you think A is gonna be. Do not use your calculator. Not cheat, guys. I want you to be a fair game. Log on to my account right now. Your options are A. Grab your cell phone now. We're gonna vote on what you think the answer is. B, C, D, E. Do not cheat. I want to see what the class with your digits are either 1, 5, 0, 8, or $50,000. None of the above. Okay. So guys, hang on. I'm gonna load up my website right now. So give me 1 second, and we will load up, and we're gonna see who. Okay. So let me pause this. I'm gonna vote right now. Let's see who. 3 people voted B. So what is the 8th decimal place of pi? I have 3 votes for B. I'm gonna pause it and let you guys vote. So if you grab your calculator and you punch it in, a lot of you say, Mr. No, the answer is the 8th decimal place is going to be pi, or 5. Now, this is called grade 7. But in grade 12, I'm going to show you another symbol. This symbol is called E. The symbol is now called E. E has a value. To figure out what the value of E is, grab your TI-83 out right now. I'm going to show you how to figure out the value for E. Here's my TI-83. Look for, this is going to be, most of you have never seen the symbol before. Look at the button 4 right now on your calculator. On the left of 4, some call LN. Now, on top of LN is this E button right here. To access E button, you go second, E. It's going to ask you, what number do you want E to the power of? I want to know the value of E, so I'm going to hit 1 right now. Hit 1. Hit enter. This is the value of E. 2.718. So let's write this down. Wait. So let's try this again. Look at the number 4. Okay. Right beside 4 is LN. To access E, you got to hit second function. Jason. A division button? Oh, yeah, for now we're going to use E to the power of X. Okay? So if I go E, the true value for E is actually, if you use your calculator, 2.718. So guys and gals, for now, we're going to use E as 2.718. Sorry? Pi, so 3.14, yep. Now, you can say 2.72 if you want, or just go 2.7. It's up to you. So this number, we're going to use, this is called the natural. Okay. Base of log. So when you see E, remember E is really 2.718, but instead of writing all that number, I use a symbol, just like pi. Instead of writing 3.14159, your teachers asked you to use the letter pi or symbol pi. So we can write this down, log base 2 of, let's say, 8. Without using your calculator, you should be able to figure this out in your head. Log base 2 of 8. Let's start today with Ini Minima and Kanisha. Actually, were you here, Kanisha? Let's start today with Hema. Log base 2 of 8. What is it going to be? What's the answer for log base 2 of 8? I'm looking for the answer. What is the answer going to be? 3 is correct. Okay. See, this base is just a number. I can have any number here I want. Okay. Your base could be anything. Could be anything. So now I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write down log base 2.718, so on and so on, of, let's say, 10. Instead of writing that, it's too messy because this number is such a messy number. So I'm going to rewrite this number using symbols. We're going to write down as log base E of 10. Okay. I cleaned that up a lot by using symbols. So now, this whole thing is called the natural log. Navdeep, can you close the door, please? So this whole thing is called the natural log because there's an E in there. But again, people find that too confusing. So I'm going to introduce one more new function for you. I can replace log E with a new function. We're going to write this on the side. So we're going to go, log E is actually ln. Ln of 10. Ln. Okay? Logs has a sister. Her name's ln. This is ln. Ln. If you look at your calculator, so you thought I'm making this up, but look below logs. Below logs is ln. Ln right there. So that's what the ln button. Ln is actually log base E. So let's write this down. Ln is actually log base E. That's what the ln is. Instead of writing log base E, I can rewrite it as ln. So guys, I want you to rewrite this as log base E of x equals to q. Too messy. Let's write this in terms using ln for me, please. Go. Okay. ln x q is correct. See, I rewrote it into something a lot more fancy, easier to work with. Ln x equals to q. Voila. Now we're ready to graph. Grab your TI-83 out. Let's figure out what a log graph looks like. I want you to graph y equals to log x. I'm not going to show you anything about the windows. You figure out the windows on your own. I'm going to walk around and let's see who has a nice log curve. Oh, yeah. So if I work with this, I go y equals to log x. I'm going to graph it out now. Y, where's my log button? Log x. Again, I don't know what the windows is. We are going to hit graph. When I hit graph, you get something like that. Okay. So let's draw this out right now. I'm going to show you what the actual curve looks like. So grab your, we're going to draw a little grid right now on your notes. A log graph actually starts somewhere from down here. Okay. It goes up, up, up. It follows along the y-axis. Keeps going. It curves, and it goes something like that. Just like my grid. The problem with this is you can't see this until you zoom in. So let me zoom in and you're going to see it for yourself. Let's try zoom fit. See? Look at what happens. Just curves. It doesn't touch the y-axis for now. It has an x-intercept. Put a dot right here for me, please. There's an x-intercept right there. What is the x-intercept? I'm going to pause it again and let you try this on your own. So, see, my log graph has an x-intercept. Some of you use the second function key and it calculates, and you found your x-intercept to be 1, which is correct. But the problem with this is there's a mathematical way of doing this. I'm going to show you how to find this in math. How to find x-intercept using algebra. I have y equals to log x. If something is an x-intercept, Lavraj, you're up. What must the value of y be? 0. I want you to put 0 in for y right now. 0 equals to log x. Some of you say, Mr. That's great, but I'm looking for x. How do you solve for x from here? I bet, take a guess. How do you solve for x from here? Nope. Oh, convert it to what? If you can't work with log form, I thought you had to work with another form. Convert to exponent form right now. Convert this to exponent form for me, please. If you have, question, Harjaz.
But thing is keep saying second curve.
You're using the wrong thing. You're using intersect. It should be 0 function. So convert this to exponential form. Now some of you say, Mr. No, there's no base. There is a hidden. Tejbir, what's the hidden base? 10. So we're going to write down 10 to the power of 0 equals to x. See how easy that was? If you can't work with logs, work with exponents. If you can't work with exponents, work with logs. X equals to 1. And that's the exact reason why it equals to 1. So my answer, that's 1 right there. There's no y-intercept for now. No y-intercept. We're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to make it, what does y equal to ln x look like? Graph ln x for me, please. And I want you to find x-intercept also. I'm going to pause it, walk around. So I walked around, and a lot of you says, Mr. No, I realized one thing. It's the exact same thing. So ln, because y is the same thing, ln is really logs. That's the exact reason why. Ln is the same function as log. If I graph it, you get almost the exact same thing. So let's draw a rough sketch. My y-intercept is right here still. Amber, what's your y-intercept going to be? Sorry, x-intercept. 1 is correct. Now, to find it algebraically, we can do this. Y equals to ln x. If you can't work with ln, change it back to log base e. So we're going to write down y equals to log base e of x. Okay? I'm going to let this be 0 equals to log base e of x. E to power of 0 equals to x. One more. And then we're going to do some just fun games with this. Yep. What if I give you this? Y equals to negative. This time I have a negative. Log x. Oh, e to the power of 0 equals to x. Okay? Draw me a rough sketch. The difference now is I have a negative sign right here. Your task is to tell me, sketch it, and what is the x-intercept. So if you sketch it, I heard some of you say, Mr. O, does it go like this? Okay. Gurjot, what's your x-intercept? 1 is correct. X-intercept is still 1. For now in grade 12 foundations, yes. For now. I can change it, but I'm not going to do it because it's a lot more complex. In pre-calc, they change it. Nope, because if the base is 20, it's still 20 power 0. It's always equal to 1 for now. Okay? We'll get there in a second. So the negative sign, what this does is, it flips the graph upside down. The log graph. Upside down. I'm going to test your knowledge of all the graphs you've been doing now. We're going to play and see who can get this question correct. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put you guys into teams right now. And we are going to give you my supernova question for today. Here is how it works. Your team, one person must have a smartphone. You're going to type out the answer. And then my restrictions, once you put the answer on there, you can't take it off. Same as I made an accident. Be careful what the answer is going to be. Sorry? I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. My question to you is this. Nope. My question, I'm going to make it very, very simple. I'm just debating how I'm going to make it. Y equals to log base 2. Okay? Open bracket. X plus 1 end bracket. Before you start, let me tell you what the game is going to be. Here's how the game works. I want you to tell me what the x-intercept is. That's it. Using algebra. Okay? You can easily graph it and punch it in, but I want you to use algebra. Here's how it works. I'm going to open up the sites. You're going to, one of you in your team will type it up with your, one of you, so it should be open up to blank screen. You are going to type in one name, person name in your group. So let's say Anesh is typing out the answer. You're going to go Anesh. This is how you're going to do it. Type down your name, followed by your answer. Okay? If your group gets it right, I will come around and check the work next. That's how I work it. Okay? To prevent people from seeing what you wrote, I'm going to cover this up. I will review what everyone wrote after you're all done. Okay? So guys, gals, get crack-a-lackin'. Oh, sorry. Here's your question. I want you to kind of get into a team with a smartphone. Okay? Doesn't matter which team has it. Ladies up front, does anyone have a smartphone here?
I forgot that.
No? Nadeep, do you have a smartphone? Okay, I'm going to lend you one. Kala, choose a team. So copy down the question. Ready, guys? I'm going to pause it and let the games begin. So, I forgot to record this. You must use it. So 2 to the power 0 equals to x plus 1. 1 equals to x plus 1. We're almost done. Now this is a game of simple algebra. X equals to 0. So when you draw your graph, this is the exact reason why your graph goes through this way. It makes that's the exact reason why it goes through that way. But guys, gals, that is how we work with log graph. Guess what we're going to do tomorrow? We did exponent regression, line regression. We're going to do log regression tomorrow. Okay? So that is tomorrow's lesson, log regression. For now, that is all I'm going to teach you about logs. If you like logs, if you go to grade 12 calc, pre-calc, you can do a lot of logs on it. Page! Sorry? Oh yeah, you can log out now. You can log out, guys. Thank you. Page! Actually, before you log out, I'm going to let you do the quick survey. No, actually, no, I won't have time to do the survey. So I'm just going to give you some work to do right now. Page, you can log out, guys. That's it. So your work. Page 479. Numero. Did it? Sorry, not 479. I meant 482. Numero 2. Numero 5. Seven, 8. Okay. I want you to get some basic log practice. Guys, gals, tomorrow we have a quiz and logs. Tomorrow I will wrap up logs. And that will be the end of chapter 7. Hi.